Hello, my name is Becky Sattler and I'm here to share a few of my tips with you. And really quickly, I want to tell you a little bit about my story. I never was a direct seller, never was the party girl, and yet I graduated in business from college. And so I was given lots of opportunities, I'm sure as most of us have been, to join another company or another direct sales company. And I never did until Scentsy came along. And then I joined Scentsy. And so as I was thinking about what tips I give, how I recruit, how I allow others to join my team, I thought about how I joined. What was different about Scentsy or the approach or the invitation? Why did I decide to join Scentsy instead of something else or another opportunity? And as I was thinking about it, I thought, okay, there are a few key differences and a few key tips that I learned from this little exercise, as well as things that I use to recruit my own team here. So one thing that I love about Scentsy is the opportunity we have to share something good. So my story is, I was talking to my mom, and like I said, I'm not a direct seller. I didn't do anything before. I had never thought that I would ever want to do direct selling, but I decided to join because my mom told me she thought that I would be good at it. My mom said, I think you ought to join because I think you would be really good at it. You've always wanted to own a business, and this might be a really good way to do it. It's a good company, and I think you would just be a really good fit. So as I was thinking about that, I thought, that's exactly how it goes. We need to express confidence in others. So I have three things that I'm going to talk about. One, how confidence undergirds everything. All of our invitations, all of our join recruiting conversations, even just the thought to wrap our head around, I want you to join my team. So the confidence, there's two things about confidence. One, expressing confidence in the other person, as well as confidence that you will help them get there. So like when I recruit somebody, when I talk to somebody about recruiting, there are two different methods that I use. One is the direct approach. That's what I'm going to start with, and then the indirect approach. The direct approach is when I see somebody that I think would be great, or I see some characteristic in them or some trait, and I think you would be great for Scentsy. So I tell them that, and I think, okay, what would be, before I talk to them, I think I noticed something about them. What is it about you that would be great for Scentsy? Not why Scentsy would be good for you, nor why I want you on my team because that would benefit me somehow, but for you, how would you, or the person that I'm talking to, how would you be good for Scentsy? What do you have to offer? So my tagline is, this is kind of my phrase, this is what I use. I think about that first so that it's genuine and it's not canned and it's not just a response, but I think, okay, what does this person display that makes them uniquely suited to be really good at Scentsy? Because I believe anybody can do Scentsy. Not everybody will, but I believe any person can do Scentsy and can have immense success. We just have to help them have the confidence to see it in themselves, kind of like my mom did for me. I think you'd be great at Scentsy because fill in the blank. So there's my key phrase, ding, ding, ding. I think you would be great at Scentsy because blank. That's my direct approach. We were just at the airport coming home from a trip, and my husband and I had the best waitress we've ever had. She was fantastic. Her name is Brenda. And she just was super friendly, and she was really nice, and she just was very approachable, very warm, and as she would come back and continue to serve us our table, my husband and I both looked at each other and we were like, oh, she would be so great at Scentsy because she's so warm and friendly. So that's exactly what we told her. We said, Brenda, you've just been the best server ever, and I think you'd be great at Scentsy because you've got this warm, friendly, open personality. You make friends with everybody so easily. I just think you'd be a great fit, and I think you'd do a really good job at it. So one, expressing confidence in the person, and then two, expressing confidence that you will be there to help them. So then you say, I think you will be great because blank, and then you say, and don't worry, you won't be in this alone. I'm here to help you. So even if you're just barely starting, if you just joined Scentsy today, or if you're a superstar director and been in it for 12 years, it doesn't matter. Everybody needs a little bit of boost of confidence that you can help them and that they will be good at it because you'll be there to help mentor them to success. That doesn't mean you have to know everything, but as their sponsor, you get to be their hand holder. Even the most confident of people need to know that somebody's going to help them and somebody's got their back if nothing else. So there's my key phrase, the direct approach. If you see somebody that you just, and then as you start looking, you'll start seeing it in everybody, and you'll start seeing the reasons why you think they would be great in Scentsy. A lot of people tell me, well, what if they're a little more shy? Or what if they're not super warm and friendly and open? Or what if they don't like to do parties? Then I say, that's okay, look for something else, because every person has some reason why they would be great at Scentsy. Maybe they really like to run a business. That's how I was. I'm not super outgoing, and I'm not the party girl, and I'm not the connected queen, but I love to run a business, and I've made it my passion, and now I love it so much. But everybody has some reason why they would be good. Even if they're shy, but they're really organized, that's another great reason why they would be great at Scentsy, because they're organized and could run a business. If they are really connected in the community, or they're really active with their children or at their work, whatever it is, everybody has some reason why they would be great at Scentsy. So the more you start to train yourself to look for others' good qualities, the more you will be effective as a Scentsy recruiter. The thing that I love about that is that we are training ourselves to see goodness, and then to offer goodness and to share it. So you're training yourself to look for good qualities in others that makes them unique, that makes them special, and that would make them successful at whatever they do, but especially at Scentsy, because we can all have that opportunity. So a lot of times people are afraid to invite somebody else to join Scentsy because they think, oh, I'm going to offend this person, or what if they don't want to join, then I'm going to be pushy. I promise, when you look for others' good qualities and you use the opportunity to share Scentsy to actually build them up and build up their confidence in themselves, even if they say no, it will be beneficial to them, and it will help them have a better day and help them have a better life. And if they take the Scentsy opportunity and decide to join, then that's doubly good. But if not, you've left the world a little bit better, and you've left everybody a little bit happier, because you're helping them see what they might not even recognize, what they might not even see. I'm so glad my mom did that for me and expressed the confidence in me that she thought that I would be great, or else my life would be so different without Scentsy. And when I wrap my head around that thought, that I'm not bothering anybody, I'm not pushing anybody into it, but gosh, I love what I have. And if I didn't take the opportunity to share it, it wouldn't be in my life, and it wouldn't be in other people's lives. And I promise that when you take this approach, nobody will feel pressured. Nobody will feel like you're spammy or, you know, one of those direct sales people, because you're just sharing something that's so good in your life, and you're sharing it from your heart directly to them and building them up. So that's the direct approach. When you find somebody, or when you see a quality in somebody that you think would be amazing, you just say, here's my phrase, remember? Here it is. I think you'd be great at Scentsy because blank, fill in the blank, make it unique for whatever that person is. So super easy, right? You can do, the thing that I like about this is that you can do it in any setting. You can do it at a party. You can use this approach if you see an old friend in the grocery store. You can use this approach with your waitress at a restaurant. You can use the approach with your basket host if she does a really good job. You can use this approach anytime. Like I said, if you train yourself to see the good in others and why they would be so good, then you can share that with them. And I've had it to where when I've said this to people, they tell me, thank you, I'm not interested right now, but I really appreciate your vote of confidence. And then they come back later because they felt something. They felt that little spark of confidence that maybe I would be good at this. Maybe I can do it, because if she can see it in me, maybe I have it in me. And I promise everybody has it in them. We need to help them see it so that they can have the opportunity to join and not be afraid, and also not think of this opportunity as any other opportunity, because it's not. Like I said, I didn't join anything else because it wasn't a good fit until I found Scentsy, and I'm so glad that I did. So number one, direct approach. Don't be afraid to tell people why they would be great at Scentsy. Then number two, the indirect approach. So if you're a little scared or a little nervous, or here's the key, if you've had somebody turn you down before, but you still think they'd be great, or they're just really connected, here's my indirect approach. So the direct approach was directly saying you would be great at Scentsy because blank. The indirect approach, it's a little less scary, but it's not quite as, I don't know. Anyway, the indirect approach, it works really great too. It's getting referrals. And you say, who do you know who would be good at Scentsy? Or who do you know who would like to travel? Or who do you know who would like to stay home with their babies? Or who do you know that might have a hard time buying back to school supplies? Or who do you know who just really loves to party? Basically asking the person that you're talking to that you think they would be good or they're just really connected, who do you know? You can decide if you want to do some kind of referral program to where you are rewarding them for giving you their friends. You can do even just a referral for somebody. If they give you 5 names, then you can give them a freebie something. It doesn't have to be huge. Everybody likes a little something. It could even be a candy bar. I mean, if you can't afford something else, or you can use your host credits to give them something free, Scentsy if you would like. But reward your referrals and they will give you more. Here is a quick story of a girl that was a good friend of mine named Michelle, and she just was really good. And I told her, again, I did the whole direct approach, Michelle, you would be great at Scentsy because blank. And it happened to be that she was, that Scentsy was going into Australia and she lived in Australia. So I told her, personality trait, you would be great at Scentsy because blank. And it's the perfect timing because Scentsy's going into Australia and you have all these connections and you're such a connected person. I just think you'd be really great and I'd love to work with you and I will help you. Remember that vote of confidence that you'll be there to help them as well. She thought about it and she thought, you know, I don't think it's the right time in my life. I just don't think I'm going to take you up on it. And then I said, okay. And she said, but I'll give you names. So I helped her think of what she could say, helped her think of a way to help warm up those contacts so that when I called them up, it wasn't just totally out of the blue, but she had helped them. And she gave me a list of 35 people that I wouldn't have had otherwise. So just because the one person, my friend Michelle, says no, don't think that that's the end of your pool. Look and use your friends to piggyback and hop off and get to their friends and find their referrals and find the people that they know who are just dying for this opportunity and who could really, really use this in their life. So, so then who do you know? Who do you know that would love to be on this company? Who do you know that would love to start their own business? Who do you know that would, you know, anything? There's any reason, like I said, Scentsy is a great opportunity and it's the best time to join anytime, any day. Today's the best day to join because blank. There's a million reasons why right now is the best time to join. There's a million reasons why next month will be the best time to join. In the moment, it's always the best time to join because the more excited you can get people about the opportunity, the more they will actually feel that momentum, they'll feel the confidence, they'll feel that little spark in their life, and they'll join because everybody likes a little bit of good in their life. So number 1, the direct approach. I think you'd be good at Scentsy because blank. Number 2, the indirect approach. Who do you know? Who do you know that would like this in their life? Who do you know that would like to start a business? So think about what you would like to do. And again, if any of this scares you, go back to why you joined. What was it that somebody said to you that helped you decide this was different than all those other times you're invited? Or that you felt like you had the confidence to do it? Or you felt like you were joining under a really good sponsor so they were going to help you? Like I said, even if you're listening and you just joined yesterday, it's okay. You are the best hope they can have. You can be the best sponsor ever. You don't have to have a title. You don't have to have experience in Scentsy. You don't have to even know everything. But you can be their best cheerleader. You can be their best support system to help make sure they have success. So, and again, here's a little reminder. If you tell people that and when you bring them in, make sure you're giving them that. Make sure you're giving them the support that they need. Even if it's just love and cheerleading and clapping you on and giving them that confidence again to remind them they can do it, then they will have so much success. And then our teams will grow and we will help more people be able to come in and have Scentsy in their life. So anyway, just recapping, confidence. It's all about confidence. Express the confidence in them, as well as express the confidence that you will help them and they won't be alone. The direct approach, I think you would be great at Scentsy because blank. And then who do you know? Use a referral approach and ask them, and have your friends who are giving you the referrals, have them warm up the contacts, have them contact them and say, hey, my friend Becky is a Scentsy consultant and she's looking to grow her team and she thinks you'd be really great. I think you'd be really, really great. Would you mind talking to her? That's all it takes. So anyway, here's to growing our teams. You guys are awesome. And yeah, hope you liked it. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck recruiting.